Oh, get yours in, is what I'm worried about.
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
Terry Handel, Scoutmaster of Troop 2810, Sycamore, Illinois, has invited packs from Kingston, Sycamore, and Cortland to participate in our Webelos Campout. This is an opportunity for those Webelos Scouts to work on their advancement and to get to know our troop as well as what Boy Scout is all about, and to help our boys work on their leadership skills. The 3 stations that we're offering today for the Webelos to experience is the Iron Chef, where they learn about fire safety, fire building, different types of stove and how to cook with them, as well as we have a station for Webelo Walkabout. They learn about the native plants, safe hiking practices, as well as leave no trace practices. And lastly, we have a first responder station where the Scouts get to learn about first aid with a variety of different scenarios for them to work through.
So this is an egg carton, and then the dryer sheets are melted on to the egg carton with wax, which is, yeah, so basically these are items you could use to make a fire starter. But yeah, it's melted on with wax, so like these aren't going to come out. And then what we have in here is we have our like shavings of tree bark, and then I believe we have some dryer lint in here. So these are like when you're trying to start a big fire, like so you could put this whole thing in. Yeah, or a chimney. But what you could do is you could cut them so they're single.
Everything's on fire. What might we do? Do we have water nearby? Right. There is a stream right down there. It's not very deep, but maybe the safest path for us might be to go down to the river and walk the river out. Just like we were talking about the lightning during a thunderstorm. Why do you not want to stand next to a tree during a lightning storm?
Because it's going to get struck by lightning.
Right. What happens to a tree when it gets struck by lightning?
Then you get on
Right. It catches on fire. It explodes.
The first thing that you would do with this is, because it's very serious, it's through his eye. This is potentially life-threatening. What would you do?
Call 911.
Bam. Perfect. I heard someone say pressure over here.
Hey, he's putting
Bam.
blood on
Pressure. You keep applying pressure and gauze until the ambulance arrives when you call 911.
You got a cup?
Watch yourself, watch yourself. So hold it by where there's no stew. Hold it so it's white. Hold the cup up there so you don't burn your fingers, okay?
Thank you.
Typically we go by a schedule based on themes. So say for the month of November we would have a theme of cooking. So typically most of our lessons would be based around cooking. In the individual stations we have for like education. So say if there's in outdoor management, you would learn how to set up a small lightweight stove, or if it's in training, it would be basic cooking stuff. So basically make sure you don't like use the same utensils as cutting vegetables that you do with cutting meat, that sort of thing. Aside from that, the highlights that we typically have for the year, for November, we typically have a large cooking campout. That is coming up in about 2 months, I believe. It's typically fairly large, and most of the planning is done by the troop, so they all plan their own individual meals. Some of them are good, some of them are less so.